Good morning and welcome to the Next Place 6-7. I'm your host, Darkel, and thank you for being here with me this morning. I would like you first to like, share, and subscribe. It takes less than 3 seconds and is always free. Always free. It doesn't cost you a dime. As far as yesterday's quiz was, who was King Kong? And his name was King Kong. That was his nickname because he would hit some long mammoth home runs, so he got that nickname. In New York, by the way, for the New York Mets. His name was David Kingman. Okay. And today, the quote of the day is going to be, your worth consists in what you are, not what you have. What you are will show in what you do. That was by Thomas Davidson. Again, I want to repeat that. Your worth consists in what you are and not what you have. What you are will show in what you do. By the Thomas Davidson's quote. That's whose quote is that by? Today's word of the day is white, kind of controversial for its meaning in the dictionary. And we'll talk about that another time. White definition means clean, innocent, simple, clear, sophisticated, pristine, airy, bright, goodness, cleanliness, fresh as snow and milk, and being morally pure. Okay. In WNBA scores, the Sparks defeated the Sky 98-95. Camila Cardoso led the way for the Sky, 15.7 rebounds, 3 assists, and De'Arica Mabry had 22 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists in a losing cause for the Sparks. The Mystics defeated the Wings 96-92. Shakira Austin had 27 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for the Wings, Jessica Shepard had 22, 11, and 7 in a losing cause. The Liberty defeated the Storm 92-86. Brianna Stewart had 28 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. And Sabrina Ionescu had 15 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. For the Storm, Dominique Malonga had 31 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. Let me say that again. I don't want to jack her last name up. Dominique Malonga, 31 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. The Dream defeated the Mercury 96-82. Ryan Howard led the way for the Dream with 23, 6, and 8. And Kelsey Plum had 19 points for the Mercury. In Major League Baseball, Texas defeated San Fran 6. San Fran had a donut. Give them some coffee. What kind of coffee you want? Cold or hot? The Cubs defeated the Dodgers 7-6. The Blue Jays defeated Houston. No. The Jays defeated Tampa Bay 5-4. Baltimore, the Nats defeated Baltimore 10-5. No, I got it wrong. I'm sorry. I'm going to start this over, so please forgive me. I'm human. Okay, the Jays 5, Houston 4. Tampa Bay 4, Colorado had a donut. What kind of donut was it? A glaze? 4-0. Baltimore 5, the LA Angels 2. The Nats 10, Philadelphia 4. The Reds 3, Oakland 2, the Mets 6, Cleveland 5, St. Louis 3, the New York Yankees 1, Boston 4, Chicago White Sox had a donut. What's that, a Boston cream? Atlanta 4, Miami 1, Milwaukee 4, Pittsburgh 2, Kansas City 2, Miami 1, Seattle 4, Detroit 2, Arizona had 10, San Diego had 4. Okay. So the quiz, we talked about who was called King Kong, and he got the nickname while he played for the Mets. This man hit mammoth home runs. He was 6'6", he was a tall baseball player. By them days, they wouldn't have many big players like that. David Arthur King was born on December 21st, 1948, nicknamed Kong, KingKong, and Sky King, is an American former Major League Baseball fielder, left fielder, first baseman, third baseman, and designated hitter, who was a three-time Major League All-Star with 442 career home runs, 1,201 runs batted in 16 seasons. In his career, Kingman averaged a home run every 15.1 at-bats, tied for 19th best all time. Not bad. The 6'6" Kingman was a power hitter who twice led the National League in home runs. Known for his long home runs and his outs used to go up and take 5 minutes. It used to take a whole minute to come down. That's how high the outfielder get drunk waiting for it to come down. Kingman was a power hitter who twice led the National League in home runs. Known for his long home runs, Kingman hit one measured at over 530 feet. Kingman struck out frequently and posted a low batting average and on-base percentage. His 1,816 strikeouts was the fourth highest total in Major League Baseball history at the time of his retirement. Kingman finished in the top 25 voting for National League Most Valuable Player 4 times. In 1972, 1975, and 1976. And in 1979, an American League Most Valuable Player once in 1984. Upon retiring, only 18 other players had more home runs than Kingman for a career, and he was tied for 4th on the all-time Grand Slam list with 16, tied with the great Hank Aaron and Babe Ruth. Wow, what company to be with, Mr. Kingman. Kingman was born in Pendleton, Oregon in 1948 and moved with his family to Denver, Colorado in 1951. And finally, to Mount Prospect, Illinois. Kingman's father worked for United Airlines and moved the family as needed for his career. Kingman attended Prospect High School, where he was a center and a forward on the basketball team, being named All-Area, a wide receiver and safety on the football team, and a star pitcher on the baseball team. Kingman threw a no-hitter against Niles North High School on April 6, 1967. In his final high school game, he hit 4 home runs and pitched a 2-hit shutout. Kingman was drafted by the California Angels out of high school in the 2nd round in the 1967 Major League Baseball draft. Wow, I was 4 years old at that time. Instead of signing with them, he chose to attend Harper Junior College in Palatine, Illinois. After a year, he moved on to the University of Southern California, USC, to play college baseball for the Trojans under coach Rod Dedox, and was selected by the Baltimore, or if I jacked off the name, well, welcome to the club. My name is always jacked off. And was selected by the Baltimore Orioles in the 1st round of 1968 draft. He began as a pitcher at USC before being converted to outfielder. In 1969, Kingman had an 11-4 loss record with 1.38 ERA and batted .250 with 4 home runs and 16 runs batted in. As a part-time hitter for USC. In 1970 USC NCAA championship season, Kingman hit .355 with 9 home runs and 25 RBIs exclusively as a hitter, despite missing time mid-season due to an injury. In 1970, Kingman was named All-American and led the Trojans to the College World Series championship along with teammate pitchers Steve Busby, Jim Barr, and Brent Strong. Kingman was then selected by the San Francisco Giants with the first pick of the 1970 secondary phase draft. Kingman's contract was purchased by the New York Mets from the Giants for $150,000 on February 28, 1975. Mets manager Yogi Berra compared his incoming slugger to baseball immortal Mickey Mantle. Kingman played 12 games at third with the Mets. However, the Mets eventually abandoned the idea as a third baseman and kept him primarily in the outfield. He emerged as a slugger upon his arrival in New York City, setting a club record with 36 home runs in 1975. Kingman also scored 65 runs, the highest percentage of runs scored on homers for any player who hit more than 30 in a season. A year later, he broke his own record with 37 homers and was elected to start right field for the 1976 National League All-Star team. Kingman's single-season home run record for the Mets stood until 1987 when it was broken by Dal Strawberry. And that is the great life of the great David Arthur Kingman. Let me make sure I ain't jacking off. David Arthur Kingman. May he rest in peace. Okay, I would like to end this by saying free Poppy, free Sadiq, see Just, free Supreme, and free Naheem. Before I end this, I also would like to say my favorite words. May each of you want, but never want as long as you live. May each of you live to be 100, and me 100 minus a day, so I'll never know when great people like yourselves have passed away. May you live as long as you want, and never want as long as you live. Thank you very much for listening to me on the next Play 6-7. And before I go, I must say, if your device is not on the next Play 6-7, then your device is not really on. Peace, wealth, and prosperity to all. I'm out. Thank you for being with me.